Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Tuesday, October 23rd. I am going to be before you that long simply because um, I've got to hurry back in and do a few things before my day fully gets started. Hello, Jean. Okay, so we are having the interior of our house repainted, and and we've been in our house for a nice little minute now, and it was painted several years ago, and I don't know where I was because I don't remember moving all this stuff. I do not remember moving all this stuff and pulling it to the center of the room to prepare it for the painters. But it made me think this morning because they'll be here today, and we had some more things to take down. Taking down obviously all the pictures and moving things to the center of the room. Hello, Terry. Thank you for all who are joining me on both platforms. And so it made me think because we are moving some things that had not been moved in, I'll say, years. some We have some huge paintings that hadn't been moved in years, and we had to move the piano, we had to move the bookcase. And guess what, even though I just had someone come and help me with the house on last week, I said, oh my goodness, had I been thinking, I wouldn't have let her come, because now after they finished painting, that's when she when she was really needed. Hey, Mary. Because this is what I'm saying, and I translated this to our lives just this morning. The house is clean. I mean, you look around, you can come in and do an inspection. The house is clean. But then it was only clean to the visible eye, because once we started removing pictures from the wall, once we started, we took down the headboard of the bed so they can paint behind there as well, on top of the head. I mean, when you start moving things in your life and shifting things around, that's the true test of what is really going on in there. Because hey, Ernestine, I was thinking my house was pretty clean until I started moving the big things, the heavy things, the things that are inconvenient to be moving every week, the things that you walk right past because it's been hanging there for so long. And so it just made me think about it more this morning. What in my life am I not moving? What have I become so accustomed to that I just stroll on past, that I don't question it, that I don't attempt to check in on it and see, is it still serving me? Is there still a purpose for this thing? What's going on? Why am I still holding on to this? Or has it just melted into the background of vagueness, the background of like the white noise that you walk right on past and you don't even hear it anymore? And so that's the whole thing. It made me think and now obviously as we're taking stuff down, and it'll look all fresh and new, because we're going to do up some different things in the house. But as I'm moving stuff, I'm like, oh that was my earring. So as I'm moving stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness, some of this stuff does not need to go back. Some of the stuff does not need to go back. We need to rearrange it. We need to trash it. We need to give it away. Because it serves no purpose anymore. And until you have to move it, until you're forced to move it, until you're forced to look at it or question it, it can just be part of your life that is purposeless, has no purpose. So I don't know. Now I know for a couple more hours today, if not throughout the day, I'm going to be going through and looking in my 5 areas of life just to see what has been unquestioned for so long that it has faded into what relationships, you barely even know they're there. You barely know they're there. And yet they're still hanging around. They're still using up resources. They are absolutely still using resources. What part of my career has started lagging and it's just like faded into the, you don't even recognize it anymore? You know, what physical aspect, what spiritual aspect, what financial aspect, what am I still paying on that I could just get rid of? I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm still paying on this stuff and I never even use it. I never even, okay, those subscriptions that you bought years ago and you sort of just let them linger and you don't. So what, we've got to move some things around in our life. We've got to move some things around in our life to get a real idea, get a very clear and current picture of what's necessary. What can we minimize? And become more efficient with. So I got all that. I got all that from, again, thank you for all who are joining me. As we're moving and doing some painting, yeah, I'm looking at all this stuff and thinking, okay, some of this I can just like not even think. It just, I don't need to tuck it away until I can figure it out. It just needs to go away. Go in the trash, go to Goodwill, go. Somebody else could be making use of this because right now I am not. And it is sucking me dry. So scroll through your life is what I'm saying. Scroll through your life and see what things need to be moved around, what needs to be shifted. What do you need to pay closer attention to so that you can evaluate it properly? It might not need to remain there. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm sure it's going to look brighter and nicer and more lovely and refreshed tomorrow when it's all good and we start rearranging the things that should go back. So yeah, we might need to move some things around in our own lives. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. If you missed the challenge in that, look through your life. What needs to be moved around, peeked behind, looked under, pull up under and see, do some things need to be cleaned out?